Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's LCTV sports telecast of Littleton High School Tiger football. As befits the season, I'm Mike Fontanella along with Mark Corey. We're a skeleton crew tonight. We're standing out here in the bleachers, one camera, one announcer. I'll do the talking and Mark will do the filming, as that's how nature intended it. The Tigers are on the road against Lunenburg. It's an interesting game. The Tigers, with a big win last week at home against Maynard, locked up the conference title and locked up the #1 seed in the playoffs. So they're really not playing for anything tonight other than to stay sharp and stay healthy. Lunenburg at 4-3 is definitely fighting for that fourth playoff spot in Division 8. Not directly competing against Littleton, but they definitely want to get in there. Tigers will kick off, field it on the 20-yard line. Good pursuit.
The reception made by
Brendan Kalari down there, number 51 in there on the tackle.
30-yard
ball
line
will be
for the
advanced
Knights
to about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Knights of Lunenburg on their own 31-yard line.
Hey, who's gonna win this game? Tigers gonna win this game. Tigers, Tigers. Hey, who's gonna win this game?
Lunenburg in a spread look, shotgun snap, handed. Actually they'll go to the second guy up, but that'll go for no yards at all.
First carry of the game.
Brady Hunt, one of the senior captains, in there on the tackle for a short gain of about a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 32-yard line. Got Matthew Kunha and Brady Hunt up front, along with Spencer Weldon. So it'll be interesting to see if tonight Mike Lynn goes to the bench early and kind of deepens his roster a little bit, trying to keep guys healthy. Oh, false start by Lunenburg on 2nd down. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Back them up, make it 2nd.
Flag on the play.
14. So you already got Declan Kelleher in at defensive tackle for Brady Hunt, and Matthew Kunha getting reps in there, along with Spencer Weldon. So a little bit of a different defensive line to start the game. All solid players, all have gotten varsity minutes, so they'll be ready. After the penalty, 2nd and 14. Lunenburg will go off tackle. Brendan Kalari and Declan Kelleher in on the tackle. Get about a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 2 yards. 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to take a moment.
Lunenburg in a spread look. They kind of looked that they could throw out of it. They're in a long yardage situation here.
For Halloween they got going on tonight. And that job was done by
number 11, Christopher Kostic.
Let's give her a round of applause.
The quarterback coming off the sideline. They're already inside the 10-second count on the play clock. They'll bring one guy in motion. He'll look to drop the pass. Flare into his right, slings. Oh, it is picked off.
Looks like it was an interception on the play.
I think it was number 12, Jason Benulo, in there on the pick. So Benulo has been playing defensive tackle and doing a really good job there. Was back in coverage, and he jumped right on the route. So the Tigers will force a turnover on the opening possession by the Blue Knights, and they will take over 1st and 10 from the Blue Knight 37-yard line. The Tigers will come out spread with Will Scott, a quarterback. Will Scott with a great game against Maynard, 7 for 9, throwing the ball. They'll run the ball. This is Bradley Clark with a big hole and a cut up the middle. And he will get all the way down inside the 15-yard line, close to the 10-yard line. That classic clock running style with the shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and just hitting the hole and just changing lanes but not changing direction.
That was made by number 2.
And clock goes all the way down to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers after the turnover, looking to make it pay. This time they'll go to the corner to Austin Lynn. Oh, good pursuit that time. Good job.
Pino Montemuro with the tackle.
Good job there by number 32. Joseph Montemuro.
Austin Lynn
got off his blocker.
4 yards, making it a 2nd and 14.
Got into the backfield. Has a loss of 4 yards. Actually, we'll call a loss of 6 yards. 2nd and 16. The ball back out to the 17-yard line. Little pitch to the corner. This is Kevin Rizzoli. Oh, nice block up front. He goes right up the hole. And he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards down close to the 10-yard line.
Kevin Frizzell.
That'll be second and about 7. The ball right on the 10-yard line. If they get down to the 3-yard line,
thanks a lot. Anytime
they
that
can
happens,
pick up a first
feel free to
down.
Yell that up to me because
Third down.
I don't like making
Third down.
mistakes.
And they will bring Austin Lynn and Bradley Clark into the backfield.
I thought Frizzell was a cool name anyway.
Got Jackson Ellis wide left.
3rd and 8 for the Tigers.
And Evan Lyons wide right. They'll look to throw. Oh, pressure. Scott steps up in the pocket. He's going to get dragged down from behind. He never got a chance to set his feet there. Good pressure by Lunenburg. Looked like it was a blitz. Number 86, Alex Stillman, a senior.
Alex
Actually
Stillman
went racing by Scott and then ended up turning upfield and getting him from behind before Scott could set up. That'll bring up 4th and 10. The Tigers trying to capitalize on the Blue Knight turnover on the opening drive. This is the opening offensive series for the Tigers. 4th and 10 from the 14-yard line. Sorry, 4th and 10. They'll look to throw, rolling right, dropping back, going towards the sideline. He's got Austin Lynn. Catches it. No, he was down on the ground, but he is short of the first down. So the Blue Knights will take over on downs. He needed to get to the 3-yard line, and he was corralled at the 5-yard line.
Nice
so the
ball,
Tigers
nice
unable
ball.
to convert on 4th down, and the Knights, after turning the ball over on the opening possession, are able to get a turnover on down. So no damage done other than losing field position. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lunenburg from their own 5-yard line. 6:43 here to go in the opening quarter.
1st and 10 for the Knights at the 10.5-yard line, 5.5-yard line.
Here come the Knights on their second possession. They'll hand it off up the middle, get about 3 or 4 yards out to close to the 10-yard line. Call it a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Run up the middle by Anthony.
Ball's on the 9-yard line.
4 yards.
Hold that line. Defense.
Christopher Iannacci on the carry.
Tigers, hold that line. Hold that line. Defense, Tigers. Defense, Tigers. Hold that line. Hold that line.
Lunenburg taking their time in the huddle. They'll go a counter up the middle this time. And again, another short gain there. Tackled by Matthew Kuhnha. 3rd and 5, we'll call it. The ball right on the 10-yard line, 11-yard line. They need to get to about the 16-yard line to pick up a first down here. So a big down for the Tiger defense. They picked off a pass on 3rd down on the last possession. That was the first pass attempt by Lunenburg. They've been running the ball out of that spread look. And they are definitely taking their time in the huddle. They are trying to shorten this game up. 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3rd down. And they will look to throw again up the middle of the field. And the ball's tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Bringing up a 4th down.
That was Matthew Kuhnha, got his hands up there right at the line of scrimmage. He really didn't get any penetration,
coming out.
but he had his eyes up. And when he saw the quarterback bringing his arm forward, he put his hands up and knocked the ball down. So an incomplete pass on 3rd down will bring a punt situation. 4th and about 5 from the 11-yard line. Punter for Lunenburg right on the goal line. Good snap. Oh, kind of a line shot kick that hooks out of bounds out to only about the 33-yard line.
Looks like that one might have been partially blocked.
29-yard line.
And the
So the Tigers will take over with, again, excellent field position. After the interception, they were on the Lunenburg side of the field, and even after the punt, they remained there. So we played this entire game so far on the Lunenburg side of the field. It is 1st and 10 for the Tigers with the ball on the Lunenburg 29-yard line. Got Will Scott, a quarterback, with Frizzoli and Mitch Bowden in there. Now Mike Lynn is going to take a timeout. The Lunenburg defense doing a good job in the last series.
It is a Tiger timeout.
They gave up a big play to Bradley Clark, but then stiffened as they got their backs up against the goal line and got a stop on 4th down. Really haven't been able to do anything offensively. They haven't picked up a first down yet. They have 1 interception and a shanked punt. Tigers in good field position. Mike Lynn feeling like he weren't as efficient as they could have been on that first series of downs, so he's going to take an early timeout. As we said, Littleton has got a lock, a chokehold on the #1 seed in the playoffs. They're waiting to see what happens. They're going to get either Maynard, Millbury, or Uxbridge next Friday night at home. Maynard needs to win against Clinton, and they also need to hope that Millbury does not defeat Auburn. If Millbury beats Auburn, it's entirely possible and actually likely that they'll squeeze Maynard out by just a little bit for that 4th spot. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They'll give the ball to Mitch Bowden. Oh, and Bowden again. The classic Bowden run, gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, and it just kind of comes flying out of there and picks up yards after initial contact. And he's good for an 8-yard gain.
Pick up on that one.
2nd and 2.
Carry made by number 8.
Ball at about the 21-yard line.
Get that one right, folks?
They'll go inside handoff on a counter look to Clock, and he will pick up a 1st down. They fake the sweep to Austin Lynn. It's kind of a delayed handoff, almost like a draw play. And they will advance the ball down to the 15-yard line. Clock picking up the 1st down behind his offensive line. The Tigers have 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. So 2nd series in a row that they make it inside the red zone. Let's see if they can.
1st and 10.
Oh, and they'll switch it up offensively and go hammer here. And the pitch is to Clock. And he goes into the hole right between the tackles, right between the tight ends, into that C gap they call it. He will get a solid 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 with the ball inside the 10-yard line, just about the 9-yard line. So Mike Lynn switching up his offensive look as he gets down closer to the goal line. They stayed spread the entire first offensive series. This time they started spread, but when they got inside the red zone, they switched right into the hammer look. Got Mitch Bowden at fullback, Clock and Frizzoli at the tailbacks. They'll pitch it to Frizzoli. Oh, he'll hurdle the pile and drive forward, and it looks like he's going to be close to a 1st down. And it is 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Luke Elliott, the quarterback, coming off the sideline. He's the hammer quarterback.
No, not you. The rest of the band.
3.5 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Tigers on their 2nd possession. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. It's a fall. I think we've got a offsides, I think, on Lunenburg. Yep, offsides. That'll be a 2.5-yard penalty with the ball that close to the goal line. They'll take half the distance. There was contact when the guy jumped, so they blew the play dead. And that'll bring up 1st and goal now from the 2.5-yard line.
Still 1st and goal.
Popcorn, $2.
First and goal.
Counter handoff to Clock, and he walks right into the end zone. Running behind Brady Hudd.
Break the seal. First down, touchdown for the
Tommy
Tigers.
Keenan, Thomas McGregor, Wesley Klein, and Jake Kivlin, that interior lineman right there. Those guys did a great job all season long. They've been the anchors for that offense. Doesn't matter really where Mike Lynn's got a stable of running backs he can trust to carry the ball in front of that, behind that big offensive line. The Tigers go on top 6-0 with 2:56 to go in the 1st quarter. They'll go for 2 here, staying with the hammer look. Crisscross back to Frizzoli, and he runs right in front of the fullback. Mitch Bowden leads him into the end zone, and the Tigers convert to take an 8-0 lead with 2:56 to go. So the Tigers on their 2nd offensive possession. The ball is not, the entire game's been played inside the 30-yard line of Lunenburg, and the Tigers on their 2nd series of downs, switching up their offensive look after picking up a 1st down out of the spread. They go hammer and just punch the ball right down the field into the end zone.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and right now we are selling T-shirts as well as having a large, and I do mean large, bake sale going on. There's the lottery tree raffle with tickets for 1 ticket for $5, 3 for $10. Go make a purchase. Support the fight against breast cancer.
Thomas McGregor, who will handle the kickoff duties. They've been alternating between Thomas and sophomore Danny Hurley. And they'll stay with McGregor, who kicked off to start the game, and after the Tigers' opening score, he's back out to put the ball downfield again. He'll hit a line shot. It goes inside the 20, picked up on about the 19-yard line. Trying to get to the sideline.
Trying to cut it upfield.
Ianacci
We got a flag on the play.
gets out of bounds, and a flag goes down. We have a block. I didn't see contact by the Tigers, so it wasn't like they hit him when he was out of bounds that I could see anyway. We got a hold on Lunenburg. So that
Unfortunately, it's holding.
kick was advanced to about the 24-yard line, and it's going to get walked back inside the 20. So it's 1st and 10 for Lunenburg with the ball on their own 19-yard line. So again, Lunenburg really struggling to attain any field position. Now they'll go, the quarterback will go directly under center. They'll go inside handoff. Oh, we'll get a good run there up the middle, and we got another flag down. It's about a 6-yard, 5 or 6 yard gain, but we'll see if there was a reason for that big hole. Nope, they're pointed against the Tigers. Personal foul, face mask against the Tigers. So this will advance the ball farther upfield than it has been all night for Lunenburg. They'll take advantage of the penalty and the gain on the run to advance the ball to the 39-yard line.
As the chains move forward.
So 1st and 10 for Lunenburg, trailing 8-0 against the Tigers on their own 39-yard line. We'll go back to the shotgun look here. I'm going to hand up. Oh, nice cut back there. The initial hole was blocked up very well by the Tigers, and the running back cuts it back. Ianacci. And we'll pick up about 3 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 7. As we said, Lunenburg would love to pull off an upset here and get a win. If they do, they'll punch their ticket to the playoffs in Division 8. They are currently tied with 2 other teams, but a win against a quality opponent like Littleton, with the bonus points they would get for all of Littleton's wins, would definitely punch their ticket into the playoffs. But they got to get on the scoreboard. They trail 8-0. And they will get another gain here. And he'll get stood up. Blow the whistle, refs!
Looks like it was a carry by number 37.
That was Mitch Bowden, who just wasn't going to let him go, let Zach Pearson go any farther than he had already gotten once he met Bowden downfield. That'll bring up 3rd and 4. The ball right on the 45-yard line. They need to get to the 49-yard line to convert their first down of the game. Try to get some momentum going here against the Tiger defense. They got some good field position finally based on the penalty.
Those cheerleaders have got me fired up. How about you, B-Ball?
3rd down, motion. They'll hand it up the middle, and they are stacked up. The Tigers were selling out there. That was Spencer Weldon leading the way into the backfield. They'll actually lose a couple yards on that and go to 4th and 6
for the Knights.
So Spencer Weldon playing nose tackle, goes right up the gut along with a bunch of other white shirts, including Mitch Bowden, blitzing from his linebacker position, and they stuff him on 3rd down, force a punt situation. This is a better kick, higher, and they will get away from it, and will bounce inside the 30-yard line. And the Tigers will take over on the 24-yard line.
Looks like the Tigers take over. Nice kick by Cooper Matthews.
So by far their worst starting position of the night. There's 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And the Tigers will take over 8-0.
Check out the Snack Shack. They got a whole bunch of goodies going on tonight. If you're feeling a little cold, just a little cold, they got hot chocolate, they got coffee, they even got steaming hot chili, along with all the other goodies like.
There we go. This will be the last play of the first quarter in all likelihood. Tigers come out spread look. Will Scott back at quarterback. Got 2 receivers wide to the left. And he will drop straight back to pass. Getting some pressure. He rolls to his right. Oh, he tries to throw it. I don't think he really... Oh, that's going to be a turnover. He was trying to throw the ball away, and it slipped out of his hand. And on the last play of the quarter, Lunenburg gets a huge turnover. And they pick up the fumble and walks into the end zone. Now Lunenburg feels like they're in the ball game. They clearly are in the ball game scoreboard-wise. They take advantage of the turnover. An unfortunate turn of events here for the Tigers. They will go for the extra point here before they break for the quarter, even with no time on the clock. And they will line up to kick it, trailing by 2. And they didn't have their personnel quite right, so they'll take a 30-second timeout.
Timeout, Blue. Hey, is my dungeon in here today?
So Lunenburg scoring on the turnover.
It looks like the band's going to be converted to my new
kick
dungeon.
the extra point here. Good snap. Low kick. It's a line shot. No good. It goes under the crossbar. So Lunenburg will not convert after scoring on the turnover right on the last play of the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, kind of a screwball game here. Lunenburg hasn't run any offensive plays on their side, on the Littleton side of the field, but they managed to score anyway. And it's 8-6 at the end of the first quarter. And we'll be back with second quarter action right after these messages from LCTV.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the second quarter. The Tigers are winning 8-6, although it doesn't feel like they're actually quite in control of this game, even though they dominated and kept the ball on the Lunenburg side of the field almost the entire first quarter. A tough turnover and a touchdown off of it. And here they go, the kickoff after the score, field not about the 22-yard line. Oh, and Austin Lynn's going to try and reverse field. Oh, he's going to reverse fielding. Oh, and he's coming back the other way. Oh, and he managed to get out of the way. He gets the sideline, and he finally goes out of bounds on the 40-yard line. He twisted and turned, changed direction about 3 times there. And like Houdini, came out of the pack flying with a head of steam and getting all the way up inside to the 40-yard line. So a terrific, adventurous run by the junior. The Tigers will come in here to start the second quarter, up 2. First and 10 from their own 40-yard line. They'll give the ball the clock. He'll cut upfield. He'll get a first down. He's got more. He's got the corner. He bounces it to the outside. He's up the sideline, and he goes out of bounds. Inside. Looks like he stepped out of bounds outside the 15-yard line. And Clock just tiptoeing his way through the running lanes and gets all the way inside the 20 on that first play. So the Tigers' run game has been very sharp tonight. It's another second big run by Clock. First and 10 for the Tigers, all the way down to the Lunenburg 17-yard line, 18-yard line. And they will stay spread here. Last time down here they switched into the hammer look, but Mike Lynn's going to stay with the spread. They'll go inside handoff to Clock, faking the sweep, and Clock's going up again. He's driving. He fumbled! Oh, yeah, at the end of the run, he was inside the 5-yard line. And he fumbles. The ball did not actually go into the end zone. It looks like it's going to be first down from the 1-yard line. So the Tigers with the second turnover, one right at the end of the first quarter and one here very early in the second quarter. The good news is that it wasn't recovered in the end zone, so it's not a touchback. It'll be first down from the 1-yard line, but it is a turnover. Looked like he was either going to score or set the Tigers up from the 1-yard line, but right before he went down, the ball came squirting out of there. And recovered by the Blue Knights.
Let's get into it.
Let's see if defensive coordinator Carlo Ferrante
Feel the love.
right on the goal line there. Let's see if he tries to force a safety here by bringing some blitzes or stunts. Lunenburg hasn't been explosive yet. They've gotten some positive yards out of the run game, but nothing big. Oh, what do we got? We got an illegal procedure. I don't think they can really assess any yardage on the penalty, maybe an inch. The ball, I mean, the tail end of the football is really in the shadow of the goal line. They're now going to put the nose of the football even closer. So it's first and 10 yards and 1 inch. And the Blue Knights will get, oh, it's very close. Did he get out of the end zone? He did, but barely. No gain on the play. He was fighting just to get out of the end zone. Literally, the ball hasn't moved. The ref spotted it right where it was. Absolutely no gain whatsoever. Lunenburg feeling the pressure, running the plays from their end zone. The Tigers salivating at the opportunity to get a hit in the backfield. Second down here after the Tiger turnover.
You're 7th grade.
Let's see if the Blue Knights have the nerve to throw a slant out of here or something.
Yeah, I see
quick hitter. They're going to take a time. No, they're going to try to run the. Yeah, they're just delaying the game here, taking their time.
2nd and 10 for the Knights.
Shotgun snap. They are going to try and throw. He's rolling. Oh, he's trying to get to the corner. Oh, they almost had a shot at him. Oh, he's barely going to get out of there. Ross Cottonham just got bumped right at the last second. If he had gotten clean off the blocker, he would have had a shot to get into the end zone and make a tackle. He does a great job of pursuing to the corner and doesn't let the quarterback actually really get upfield. He picked up about a yard. 3rd and 9 from the 1 yard line. So the Lunenburg Blue Knights happy that they got the turnover, but feeling some pressure here. And the Tigers desperate to get the ball back, either by forcing a turnover or safety, or really now they just as happy to force a punt from the back of the end zone. 3rd down and 9 from the 1 yard line. The Knights will hand off, try to go up the middle. Oh, he cuts it up. He's going to get out of the shadow of the end zone, but he's well short of the first down. Just out over the 5 yard line.
37, Zach Pearson.
We'll call it 4th and 4.
4th and 5.
And the Blue Knights will not be able to pick up a first down here, it looks like, after the turnover. And the Tiger defense responding to that turnover will force a punt. Evan Lyons back to receive the ball on the Lunenburg side of the field. A high punt, and Lyons will field it on the 37 yard line. Tries to get loose, and a good pursuit there.
Tackle.
Good tackle.
Donovan Powell, the one-on-one stop.
By Donovan Powell, the number 9. So good reception there by Evan Lyons, but he didn't get a chance to get going upfield, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers with the ball on the Lunenburg 37 yard line. 8:40 to go in the first quarter. The Tigers with 2 nice runs by Brad Clark to kick off the second quarter. Fortunately, the second one resulted in a fumble right at the goal line, so they came away empty in terms of the score. But the defense forced a 3 and out, and the Tigers will take over a hammer look. And they will go right back to Clark on the inside, and Clark will go behind the offensive line and get about a
looks like number 2 with the carry,
or 7 yard
right
gain.
Side.
Gets to about the, looks like the 30 yard line. Yeah, right on the 30 yard line. 2nd and 3. So even though Clark fumbled, Coach Lynn going right back to him. Clark said the senior tailback, one of the 2 senior tailbacks is Clark and Kevin Frizzoli, and they're both having a great year. Frizzoli was injured, missed a few games, but Clark's been solid all year long. And it's Clark and Frizzoli in the backfield along with Mitch Bowden. This time they'll go to Frizzoli. Oh, he's trying to bounce it to the outside. There he goes. He's going to get dragged down from behind, but he's down to about the 10 yard line. So the Tigers can run left, they can run right, any way they want to go. They are getting upfield. They are chewing up yardage. Haven't really punched at in the end zone yet. They've had the 2 turnovers. But they're down 1st and 10 from the 11 yard line. They can pick up a first down without scoring. They're going to go inside handoff to Mitch Bowden, and he's not. Oh, and there again, that classic Bowden. He was wrapped up at the goal line and just kept his feet moving and broke out of the tackler's possession and gets 5 yards on something that really should have been nothing.
For the Tigers.
So the Tigers running inside that time. Instead of running between the tackle and the tight ends, they go right up the middle, kind of a delayed look for Bowden. They fake the looks between the tackles and then hand off to the inside. And Bowden with a powerful run gets the ball down just inside the 5-yard line. 2nd and 4. Luke Elliott on the quarterback. He'll pitch it to Fazoli with a terrific spin move. What a terrific athletic play. He got hit at the line of scrimmage and just went into a beautiful spin move, showing terrific athleticism and balance. Came out of the spin move and all he saw was the goal line and plenty of green, no blue shirts. And the Tigers punch it in for their second score. They're up 14-6. They're going to stay with the hammer look here for the 2-point conversion. So even after the turnover, the defense got the ball right back, and the offense made up for the sins of the turnover and get their second score of the game. This time they'll go to clock. He's trying to get to the outside. He cuts it in and hops into the end zone. So the Tigers with an advantage. They've scored twice now on conversions in Lunenburg after scoring on the turnover. The fumble at the end of the first quarter did not convert, so the Tigers have an 8-point lead.
I want to hear you, Lunenburg folks. Let's make some noise.
It is 16-6.
And for those of you that are tired, we have the 3rd annual.
So the Tigers have been very efficient with the run game. They've racked up a lot of yards. Unfortunately, they have 2 turnovers.
Being presented by
so slowed them down on the scoreboard. They haven't slowed them down on the field, but it definitely slowed down the scoring opportunities.
November 4th. The 3rd annual
the fumble and recovery for a touchdown. Lunenburg's only real. They haven't had no opportunity to score offensively. They've only managed to score on the defensive side of the ball. So the defense doing their job. The offense a little inefficient in terms of taking care of the football, but very efficient in terms of being able to move the ball up and down the field. And they're now at a 10-point lead with 6:54 to go in the first half.
Waiting for the kickoff. Check out the bake sale. If this is not a subliminal message.
And the ball will stay in bounds. Picked up on about the 23-yard line. Oh! Great tackle there. Spencer Weldon flying downfield on that and comes knifing in for the tackle. Really no return at all. The ball is fielded on about the 23-yard line, about a 2-yard return. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Knights. The ball on their 25-yard line. They trail by 10. They had some momentum at the end of the first quarter, feeling good, scoring after the turnover. But right now they need to find an answer offensively. They have not been able to move the ball. They do not have a first down on any of their plays. They picked up a first down on a face mask penalty by the Tigers, but they have not picked up a first down on their own yet. There we go. Oh, fake. Oh, nice play there. Nice play call. They fake the run. And Pearson gets a drag route into the flat. And he's very close to a first down. See where they spot the ball. They will signal first down. The Blue Knights throwing the ball on a play action look.
Here we go. We got the cowbell in the house.
First down of the game. Get the ball out to their own 35-yard line. Very good play action execution there. Got the defense coming up the field.
1st and 10 at the 35.
The receiver came open in the flat.
For the Knights.
A good throw and catch, and a little bit of a run after the catch advances the ball to exactly the 10 yards they needed for a first down. Lunenburg again, even though they trail by 10, they're being very deliberate in the huddle, trying to keep the Tiger offense off the field. They'll go unbalanced line here. Try to get the corner. Get about 5 years. They literally had 6 guys lined up on the left side of the center, 1 guy to the right of them.
Pick up a 4. 2nd and 6.
They get about 4 yards out of it, so really not any more than they maybe otherwise could have gotten out of that look. Tigers not overwhelmed by it. 2nd and 6. Yeah, the Blue Knights, they don't even call the play until they see that ref give that signal downfield that they're inside of 10 seconds. They'll run the ball. Oh, he's dancing around. We're going to have a hold here, I think.
Looks like there's a
trying to dance his way behind this offensive line and find a way to get upfield. He picked up about 2 yards,
with the carry.
but there is a flag down, and we've got a hold on Lunenburg. So instead of having 3rd and 5, they're going to back it up, take the penalty, let them repeat the down, but it was 2nd and
Looks like it was a hold.
6. Now it's 2nd and 16. The
Second
ball
and
backed
16,
up inside the
17 yards to go.
30-yard line to about the 28-yard line. So after picking up a first down, Lunenburg takes a penalty on the next set of downs, puts themselves in a little bit of a hole here. They did have a pass completion to get that first down. We'll see if they decide to try to get downfield. The few passes they have thrown, they really haven't gone downfield. They will take a timeout there. So
timeout Blue.
With 4:53 to go, the Tigers up by 10. Lunenburg feeling like they need to get their offense on track just to try to get back in this ball game. They trail by 10, but really they also want to try to pick up a few first downs, and if they can manage to keep that Tiger offense off the field to the end of the half. That's been kind of the story of the Tigers. They get an early lead, and then it kind of goes back and forth, and then they strike right at the end of the half to make it a 3-score game. They've done that multiple times and really put the opponent in a hole coming in for the second half. We'll see if they stick to the script here against Lunenburg tonight. 2nd and 16. They will look to throw, pressure. Jason Benulo tries to get up there. The ball is completed. Good pass there. He stepped up in the pocket and eluded the pressure provided by Benulo. Gets another completion downfield, about a 10-yard completion there. Will bring up 3rd and 6 with the ball on the 39-yard line. So they do get the ball downfield that time. Big down here for Lunenburg. They really want to try to pick up a first down. If they manage to do that, they'll have a good shot of killing most of the clock in the half, even if they can't score. But if they don't, they're going to give the ball back with plenty of time for the Tigers to try to get a 3rd score here in the first half. So 3rd down. Straight drop back. Looking up the sideline. Complete, and he will get a first down on that. Nice job there. Reception right on the sideline. And then he managed to stay in bounds, turn upfield, and get about another 4 or 5 yards. So Lunenburg picks up a crucial first down and gets the ball inside Littleton territory for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 for the Blue Knights with the ball on the Tiger 46-yard line. Oh, I'm sorry, they're just short of the midfield stripe, sorry. So it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Knights with the ball on their 49-yard line, but this is clearly the farthest they've advanced the ball upfield, and especially advanced it on their own power without the help from the refs here. So some good completions there by the Blue Knights. Got a little momentum going, 1st and 10. Oh, they will go for a deep handoff there, and Mitch Bowden and Spencer Weldon broke that up.
Spencer Weldon in the backfield.
The Lunenburg offensive line couldn't hold out the pressure for that long. That play was slow in developing. That's designed to be, but it was just a little bit too slow that time. So that will be a 3-yard loss. It's the Tigers here. Mike Lynn will start thinking about using his timeouts. If he gets another stop here on 2nd down and it's 3rd and long, he will think about burning a timeout. Again, Lunenburg, even though they're trailing by 10, in no hurry, trying to use the clock to their advantage. Straight drop back. Oh, it's a screen pass, and well read that time. Very well read by Luke Elliott. He sensed that it was on, and he didn't overcommit.
For an incomplete pass.
And he broke that up. So that is actually an incomplete pass. So that will stop the clock. Mike Lynn doesn't even have to use a timeout there.
Somebody's munching on some fries.
So nice recognition there by the junior, sort of, they call him a linebacker. I'm old school, I'll call him a defensive end. He sensed that it was too easy getting into the quarterback, and he put the brakes on and was standing right next to the intended receiver. Kind of broke up that play right there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 12. Let's see if they decide, if they throw the ball here and it's incomplete, they're really giving the Tigers an advantage here. They will throw. No, they'll hand it off. It's a draw play. And they will pursue him to the sideline. Oh, is he inbounds?
Ionati with the carry, getting it back to the original line.
He is inbounds, but it'll be well short of the first down. Let's see if Mike Lynn decides to take a timeout here. 4th and about 9. And they will bring the punt unit out. Clock continues to run inside of 3 minutes. It appears Mike Lynn will save his timeouts for the offensive side of the field. Evan Lyons back inside his own 20-yard line. Good kick, will drive it. Lyons will field on the 20, and again, just swallowed up by
the one-on-one
Donovan Powell again. So Evan Lyons doing a nice job of fielding the punts. He just hasn't got a chance to get downfield. So that'll be 1st and 10 with the ball on the Tiger 21-yard line. 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go. They're going to come out spread here. They don't have the luxury of going to that hammer look, which is a little bit more of a grinded out look, although the way clock's running, you don't really feel like it is. Will Scott, a quarterback. They will hand it off to Clock, and he's dancing behind his offensive lineman and then letting Mitch Bowden, the fullback, get downfield as well.
With the carry.
And that is a 1st down.
Brad Clock.
Yep. So they will stop the clock while they move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Tigers coming right up to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Will Scott will throw to the flat, complete to Mitch Crory, and he pulls his way. Oh, he runs over a guy! And Crory's rumbling down the sideline. He runs over another guy! And Crory goes all the way inside the 20-yard line. Runs over 2 guys. Great throw by Will Scott there, and then it was a tremendous run after catch by Mitch Crory.
With the touchdown.
Down inside the 20 with 2:04 to go. Plenty of time now with the timeout, so that's not an issue any longer. The ball inside the 20 on about the 17-yard line. So Mitch Crory running guys over. Tigers will stay spread look here. 1st and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. They bring Austin Lynn in motion. Fake the pitch. It's a quarterback draw. Scott can't get upfield. No gain, about a yard gain there. Gets the ball maybe to the 15-yard line.
In on the
we'll call it a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. And Mike Lynn will take a timeout there. 1:41 to go. So we talked about it, the Tigers, the script that they follow at the end of the 1st half. They get a stop, force a punt, and then the offense comes out and tries to get that 3rd score to really put the opponent in a deep hole at halftime. And right now the key play was Mitch Crory's run after catch. That first contact, Mitch dropped his shoulder and just leveled the guy. And then he leveled another guy. It wasn't quite as spectacular, but just as effective. And then finally got run down from behind. That was easy, a 30-yard run after catch there by the senior kind of H-back there. Coming out of the timeout. We hear the Kingsmen doing the classic garage band take of Louie Louie. So Will Scott now out of the spread, coming out of the timeout. 2nd and 8. They will hand it off the clock. He cuts it up the middle, and he's going to get about 5 yards. Dragged down at about the 10-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd.
Alex
and about 4. Timeout again for Littleton. 1 minute and 29 seconds to go. So the Tigers, now they'll switch it up. Here they go. This is the luxury they have. Mike Lynn has been going to that hammer look a lot more often to this year than he has in past years. He knows he's confident in it. The players are very capable of executing it. Very tough for the opponents to prepare for 2 distinctly different styles of offense. So on 3rd and 4, they'll switch up their offensive look and go hammer here. Clock and Frizzoli at the tailbacks. Bowden, fullback. Counter handoff. 2. Oh, Frizzoli driving down to the goal line inside the 5-yard line. Easily picks up the 1st down. Looks like he's down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. Frizzoli scored the last touchdown on a terrific spin move after contact.
On the stop.
And coming inside of 120, now the clock is not an issue this close to the goal line. They still have timeouts if they need them, but it's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll leave Clock and Frizzoli in the game at tailbacks. And it's a quarterback sneak, and Luke Elliott's trying to squeeze through a gap. The whistle hasn't blown yet.
Looks like the wall stood tall, stopped him on that drive.
And they did stop him. So all that effort, and he only gets about a yard. It'll be second goal for 1. We're under a minute to go. Mike Lynn will take a timeout with 50 seconds to go. Really just taking the time out to make sure that the clock doesn't run out. Nobody's panicking. He's got plenty of time here. He's got Frizzoli on the sideline to bring the play into the huddle. So 2nd and goal. We'll call the ball at about the 2-yard line. They will pitch at the clock. Oh, and he gets racked up. He was trying to get into the hole, and he is stuffed. Short of the goal line, well short of the goal line. No gain, still. And the Tigers will let the clock run here. They are 30 seconds to go. They'll have no problem getting the playoff. They got 2 shots here. If they don't score here, they'll call a timeout. 3rd and goal. Pitch to Frizzoli. His power is close to the goal line. Is he in? No, they're calling a 4th down. 14 seconds to go. Mike Lynn will take a timeout. So this will come down to the... It won't necessarily be the last play they have with a timeout, but it'll be close to it. 12 seconds to go. 4th and goal from just inside the 1-yard line.
All right, looks like Lunenburg gets the ball back.
Not yet. It's 4th down.
To an area near you.
They need one more stop here. The Blue Knights and Tigers would love to punch this
mistake.
in.
I got wrong
up 10, they would love to go into the half, up 16 or even 18 points.
Once again, we have 50-50 raffle tickets for breast cancer research.
We'll see what Mike Lynn decides to do here. They only need a yard, so there's really no reason to go too deep into the playbook here. They can throw out of this look if they want to. They can run counters and double pitches, but with a yard to go, you'd like to think he's going meat and potatoes here, sticking with the plays that got him here. Still got Frizzoli and Clock in there. Bowden at fullback. They will pitch it to Clock, and he'll cut it up and touchdown on the 4th down conversion. This time he gets a nice hole there, running to the right side. That's the Tommy Keenan side of the field. And Clock will score, and the Tigers will stick to the script and get a big gut punch score. Push the lead out to 16 with 6 seconds to go in the half. And they will stay hammer for the try here. They are 2 for 2 on conversions. Trying to make it 3 for 3 and really let Lunenburg know that the illusion is almost gone. They will pitch it to, oh, he's going to throw it.
The extra point attempt.
Into the back of the end zone.
Complete, the reception made.
And it's complete to Mitch Crory. So Brad Clock throwing the fastball.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have
Mitch Crory making the catch at the back of the end zone. That's the play. Mike Lynn went a little deeper into the playbook.
So if I were you,
he said they can throw out of that hammer look, and they did on the conversion try. 24-6. Tigers.
Maybe not tonight.
6 seconds to go. The kick in all likelihood will be the last play of the half.
By the way, tickets are 1 for $5 and 3 for $10.
So the Tiger defense doing a good job. They have given up no scores. The only score was on a turnover, fumble, and a return the fumble for a touchdown at the end of the first quarter. The Tiger defense really hasn't let Lunenburg get going. They picked up a couple first downs on the last set of downs, but that was really it. It's been turnovers and punts. Tommy McGregor out to kick. He will thump the ball. Oh! It's covered up, and there will be time for one play from scrimmage here. That play ended very quickly. 3 seconds to go in the half. The ball is on the Lunenburg 37-yard line, so the Tigers will go into a severe prevent look here. We've got Evan Lyons and Brendan Kalari back deep. Along with Ross Cottenham and That doesn't matter. The Lunenburg will
That
take a
looks
snap
like
and
it's
take a
the end
knee.
of the first
So
half.
at the end of the
We've
half,
got the raffle tickets going
the
around.
Tigers
Dig deep.
a little
Dig
slow out of the
deep.
gate in terms of putting the ball in the end zone, but they managed to get a big score at
Coming
the
up,
end of
we
the
have
half.
a great
They are
halftime
up
show,
24-6.
I'd say
We'll be
be
back
seated,
with second
but
half action
Go and hit the snack
after these
shack
messages
after
from
the show.
LCTV.
You'll have plenty of time.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back, everyone, for second half action of the Littleton Tiger football game. They are beating Lunenburg 24-6 at the half. Lunenburg with a big score at the end of the first quarter on a fumble by Littleton, and then Littleton scoring at the end of the second quarter to bring the lead up to 24-6. Mitch Crory, who had a big play at the end of the second quarter,
by the Bengals line.
fields that kick and advances it out over the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I know. They're much older than those other guys in the other colors.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Tigers. The Tigers scored a gut punch touchdown
I just said the different colors.
at the end of the first half to push the lead out to 18 points. And now they take over here to start the second half. So Lunenburg desperate not to let the hole get any deeper. And the Tigers want to put this one away early so they can sub early, get ready for the playoffs next week. They'll go to Austin Lynn, trying to get the corner. And good pursuit there. And Lynn's going to reverse his field. And he's going to get upfield. He's going to get a first down. And he's got guys in front. And he will finally get run out. Oh my goodness, Austin Lynn covered a tremendous amount of real estate. And got around the outside of the opposite side of where that play was designed and gets all the way up to the inside Lunenburg territory at about the 26-yard line. So he had a similar run on a kickoff return in the first half. And then he comes out and does his weaving routine here to start off the second half. So 1st and 10 Tigers with the ball on the Lunenburg 26-yard line. They'll bring the lane in motion again. They'll fake it to him this time, hand off the Clock up the middle. And Clock will get stuffed after a short gain. Gets the ball out over inside the 25-yard line.
Trey Tibbetts with the stop.
Carry 3-yard gain, and he's corralled, and he'll go out. He and Austin Lynn will go out, and they will bring Kevin Frizzoli and Mitch Bowden into the game. We've got Evan Lyons and Jackson Ellis as the wide receivers. Lyons to the right, Ellis to the left. And we'll go into Frizzoli, and nice job up front by Mitch Bowden. Gets downfield and seals the corner for Frizzoli and lets him get out around the corner. And he's close to a first down, just short. 3rd and less than a yard to go. The ball needs to get to about the 15-yard line, and it's on about the 15.5-yard line. 3rd down. Quarterback draw. He'll get the first down easy and get inside the 10-yard line. And that was Will Scott on a straight quarterback draw.
Michael Longley with the tackle.
And it'll be 1st and goal right from the 10-yard line. Austin Lynn with a big run. And another first down by Will Scott. He'll look to throw, roll into his right, throws it to Mitch Bowden. And the drag, Mitch Bowden hurdles a guy. Sorry, Mitch Crory. And gets down inside the 5-yard line. Nice drag route there. And a good throw and a sure-handed grab. And a little bit after he hurdled one guy and then got dragged found from behind inside the 5-yard line at a 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line.
Mitch Crory with the carry.
Mitch Crory with his 2nd catch of the night. And the Tigers knocking on the door here on their opening drive for the second half. They'll go for Zoli and we'll just run straight up the middle and in for a touchdown to the left side.
Number 1 with the carry. Kevin.
Looks like it was Tommy Keenan just pulling his way into the end zone and Frizzoli following right behind him. Keenan, Brady Hunt, Kivlin, McGregor, and Wesley Klein. We've talked about those guys all year long. They've been stellar. I was thinking about they finished their league play already, their conference play, and they won the conference, and sooner or later they'll get around to handing out the awards, and I'm feeling like the entire Tiger offensive line should be under consideration as all league players. Oh, Jackson Ellis just runs a nice slant and a good throw by Will Scott.
Is good.
And the Tigers stay perfect on extra points. They have 8 points on conversions.
Jackson Ellis
And
with the
they're
reception,
up
number 14.
32-6 here early in the third quarter. So they get a big score at the end of the second quarter, and then they come out, take the opening kickoff, march it downfield, keyed by the exciting run by Austin Lynn. And then some good pass completions by Will Scott to get the ball, one to get the ball inside the 5-yard line. Fazoli with his second touchdown of the night, at least his second touchdown of the night, and then Will Scott with another nice completion there for the conversion. So a good opening offensive sequence for the Tigers. And they put themselves comfortably in the lead by 26.
Tigers fight, team fight.
Thomas McGregor. Drive the ball down the middle of the field, skip to the 20-yard line and be picked up. And Brendan Kalari trying to get him, and Kalari will get him. Kalari will pursue all the way to the sideline.
With the carry.
And also another nice job there really by number 32, Danny McCarthy, who just boxed that corner, didn't let the guy turn upfield, just kept running him toward the sideline, and that allowed Kalari to close and make a nice tackle. So good special teams play there by Kalari and McCarthy.
That's the blue tickets. 651. 4-6.
After fielding the ball on the 20-yard line, they only get about a 3-yard return. First and 10 for the Blue Knights from their own 23-yard line, trailing by 26.
First and 10 for the Knights. Anthony Ianacci with the carry.
No gain on that play. Looks like Luke Tornell getting in here early in the second half, making a hit there. He's also on with Connor Lyons on the line there. We got Jared Lalive playing linebacker, so Mike Lynn and Carlo Ferrante are subbing some guys in. They haven't pulled out all the starters yet by any stretch of the imagination, but they're definitely playing some guys earlier than they might otherwise decide to, with a good lead here, and trying to keep guys healthy for the first round of the playoffs next week. It'll be at home against Littleton. Pressure up the middle. Oh! Almost intercepted.
Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. The winner of
Evan
the
Lyons
50-50
playing safety there.
Has decided to return the money and give it towards their breast cancer research. What a class act.
So incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 9.
Third and 10.
Throw to the flat, incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
That'll bring up 4th down. 4th and 10
Looks
with
like
the
a
ball on the
ball is going
28-yard line, and it will be, excuse me, the 24-yard line, and that will bring the punt unit out on the field for Lunenburg. Evan Lyons will go back to his own 45-yard line or 40-yard line to get ready to field it. He's made some good receptions on the punts, but he hasn't had any run back. This one's well short of where he is. Ooh! Trying to get out of the way there. And the ball will be down on the Tiger 44-yard line. So the Tigers score on their opening possession and then force a 3 and out on the opening defensive possession, albeit with the subs in. So some guys coming off, getting to play under the Friday night lights and getting the job done, ready to play, doing all the work during the week. They come out, get to play, and get the job done. And it is 1st and 10 for Littleton. They subbed on defense. Let's see if they sub on offense. I see number 77, Matthew Cunha, out there getting ready to play offensive line. Jake Kivlin will stay in at center. And they've got Braden Lynn, number 17, a quarterback. Mike Corey in at the receiver. We got Robert Dooley, a freshman, at tailback. So they're definitely subbing some guys in here. Number 60, Luke Tornell, playing tackle. And they will go with the spread look. Braden Lynn, the freshman, playing quarterback. Inside handoff to Dooley, and he's going to get upfield. Dooley's been very effective coming off the bench late in games, ready to rock and roll.
Robert Dooley.
And he gets about a 5 or 6 yard gain on that play.
2nd and 5.
We got Declan Kelleher at guard.
Move the ball, win tonight.
Luke Tornell at tackle on the right side. Got Matt Kuna at tackle on the left side. Kivlin still at center. They will bring it and pitch it. Oh, he's going to get boxed up. Oh, driven for a loss. That was a pitch to Leo Gibbons.
With the tackle.
And that went for a loss of yards that time. Good job by Lunenburg getting upfield.
Leo Gibbons.
And then give Gibbons time to get to the corner. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6. Braden Lynn is a very good passer. I'm not sure Mike Lynn's going to let him loose tonight with a 26-point lead, but let's see. 3rd down here.
I need my cowbell.
And they'll give it to Cooney, and he will be well short of the 1st down. That'll bring up a 4th down with the ball just short of midfield, and the Tigers will run the punt unit for the first time tonight out onto the field. Mitch Corey will do the punting. Nose of the ball on about the 49-yard line. 2 guys back for Lunenburg, drifting back to about their 20-yard line.
4th down.
Low snap, Corey fields it. Oh, line shot kick, hit somebody, I think, in the back at the line of scrimmage. And they'll get down
Looks
on
like
the
that one was
32-yard
by
line.
the Knights.
So Littleton and
Let's go,
Lunenburg
people. This
trading
game is not
3
over.
outs.
I said this
And
game
Lunenburg
is
will
not
take over
over.
1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line with 5:50 to go, 55-52 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers with a solid 26-point lead, 32-6. They only score for Lunenburg on an offensive turnover and a fumble return for a touchdown. The defense has been stellar tonight. They subbed on the last series of downs, and the guys that came in got the job done. Forced a 3 and out. And they will go for a sweep. Oh, nice delay there. A little counter move. They'll get rolled out of bounds by Mike Corey, but looks like he got enough yards here for a 1st down. Kind of a counter look,
by number
and
10.
they sucked the
Mike
outside defenders. Played that first look and kind of stunted to the inside. It's a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1, and that allowed them on the counter move to get to the outside. Mike Corey coming up from his cornerback position, knock him out of bounds just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1. They look to throw a play action, stepping up in the pocket. He pumps it. Couldn't find his receiver downfield. Luke Tornell drops him for a loss.
Play by the Tigers.
Along with Pat Reardon, a sophomore, playing linebacker. So Tornell and Reardon collapsed the pocket on top of the quarterback and sack him for a loss. So it was 2nd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 4. The ball back inside the 40-yard line on the 39-yard line of the Blue Knights. Lunenburg going in against some of the 2nd-string guys, but still struggling. That's the depth. They're going to throw again. They're on the flat. It's a roll. Oh! It was the initial receiver tipped it up in the air and tipped it to a teammate. So they get a reception on the tip pass, and the Blue Knights convert a kind of a screwball 1st down, but it works. And they are inside Tiger territory.
Deflection.
And it is 1st and 10 with the ball on the Tiger 46-yard line.
And the chains have been moved. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Clock is running, 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lunenburg trying to get their first offensive touchdown of the night. They got the shift, overloaded to the left side, trying to get the corner. Mike Corey boxes it out, short gain there, got about 4 or 5 yards.
Adam Poplowski with another carry.
About 5 yards there, but Corey making sure it's no more than that. Got to the outside and kept the blockers on his inside shoulder instead of letting him get to the outside shoulder. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 5. Ball on the Littleton 41-yard line. It's the second time Lunenburg's run that overload. And I think they've got a total of 9 yards on it.
2nd and 5.
And there we'll go inside handoff. Oh, good hole at the middle. He bounced it to the outside. He's trying to get to the sideline, and Loston Lynn will shove him out of bounds on about the 20.
Run
no, he ran out about the
Iannacci.
25-yard line.
It's a first down for the Knights.
So Iannacci, the tailback
by number 4.
for Lunenburg. And Lunenburg with their best sustained offensive drive. They pick up 2 first downs in a row and advance the ball all the way down to the Tiger 25-yard line. This is their deepest foray into Tiger territory on the offensive side of the ball. First and 10, ball on the Tiger 25-yard line. They're going to throw some pressure off the backside. Don't quite get there. Oh, Corey tries to get him. Can't quite do it. And Kerr Boyle comes up from his safety position and knocked the receiver out of bounds.
To the 7-yard line.
But that's inside the 10-yard line. So the first offensive possession for Lunenburg inside the red zone.
Kerr Boyle with the
and they are first and goal with the 7-yard line. Kerr Boyle knocking him out of bounds, saving the touchdown momentarily. But Lunenburg with a little bit of momentum here, trying to chip away at this 26-point lead. Now they're hustling to the line of scrimmage. Couple yards there. Anthony Iannacci down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal.
From the 5-yard line.
So Lunenburg had been trying to shorten the game and take their time on the play clock. Now that's a little more urgency. Smell a little tiny little drop of blood in the water. They'll go counter. Oh, they had a shot at him inside the backfield and missed him.
Getting him closer.
They end up picking up a yard on that. Will Poplowski makes it 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. They had a shot to hit him inside the backfield for a loss, and he managed to elude the initial contact and cut it upfield for a yard gain. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Oh, it was a fumbled exchange from the quarterback.
Zach Pearson with the carry.
Lunenburg covers it up, so they will lose a yard on that. 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. So Lunenburg had some momentum, but the last couple plays haven't gone their way. The Tigers showing their resolve under the shadow of the goal line. The 2nd unit ready to rock and roll. They're trying to get a stop here. They'll come off the field with feeling like they definitely got the job done after giving up a couple of first downs. If they can come away here without giving up the score. Lunenburg feeling like they got to get this play call right. We'll take a timeout here. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. The Tigers in control. Lunenburg trying to punch their first offensive score of the night in from the 5-yard line on 4th down here. So Christopher Kostic, the quarterback, coming into the huddle out of the timeout.
4th and goal
for the receiver out to the right. They will go shotgun snap. Kind of a powerhouse look here. They're going to make an option read. He's going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to get sacked! Number 34, Pat Reardon. Comes off the backside there. It was a play action look. They had a little bit of success with that earlier in the game. But Reardon on a blitz comes off the weak side, and the quarterback never had time to set his feet and really get a good look upfield, and Reardon just dropped them. So they turn away the scoring threat, the best scoring threat the Blue Knights have had all night. And they will take over the Tigers 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line after some good first downs by Lunenburg, but they couldn't finish the deal. Braden Lynn will stay in at quarterback. They'll stay in the spread. And they're going to keep it on the ground. They'll pitch it to Dooley, trying to get the call. Good cut. Oh, nice cut. He's cutting back against the grain, and he's going to get a first down. Sorry, that was Leo Gibbons. So Gibbons with a nice run there. Heading for the corner, saw some daylight, cut it upfield.
With the tackle.
And then made a little bit of a cutback. And gets a good first down, advances the ball out over the 25-yard line to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. So the second offensive unit here wants to show that they can go tit for tat with the second defensive unit. And they will go inside handoff to Dooley, and he'll get about a 5-yard gain on that. So the two, Dooley, the freshman.
Robert Dooley with the carry. 2nd and 6.
And Gibbons, the sophomore. Getting some work here on early Friday night, early in the 3rd quarter. This is their second offensive series with these guys. Braden Lynn, a quarterback. They'll switch up the play call here. Good discipline by the offensive line. They'll overload the left side. They're going to give it up the middle. Oh, terrific job. First down. What a great run after contact there by Dooley.
Longley in on the tackle.
And he had Jason Benulo going downfield with him, and they just moved a pile. They were well short of the first down after contact, but they didn't give up on the play and advanced the ball, nose the ball right on the Tiger 40-yard line as we come up on 40 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. And this offensive unit started on their 15-yard line and have gotten 25 yards of offense. They'll go bring Dooley to the right side. He's trying to get the corner, and he does. He's up the sideline. Oh, and he gets knocked out of bounds. He's all the way inside Lunenburg territory.
Nick Hall.
Robert Dooley running inside, running outside.
Lumley
gets the corner, shows some terrific speed there. Turn that corner and advances the ball all the way into Lunenburg territory to the 44-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, got a news flash.
Offensive line in there, Kivlin, Tornell, Kunha.
So all you sugar junkies,
Declan Kelleher doing the job. They'll keep it they'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gibbons, and he's just running behind those big guys. You can't really quite see him. He's just running behind those big offensive linemen as they get themselves downfield. And Gibbons will pick up 8 yards. And that will run the quarter out. So the Tiger second defensive unit gets a big stop on 4th down inside the 10-yard line. And the second offensive unit starts racking up yards. And they finish the quarter inside Lunenburg territory. And we'll be back with the 4th quarter right after these messages from LCTV.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ready here for the 4th quarter. The Tigers up 32-6. Got all kinds of guys playing under the Friday night lights. Mike Glenn going deep into his roster. 2nd and 2
for the Tigers.
Leo Gibbons and Dooley, Robert Dooley doing a lot of damage here, and Dooley will get very close to a first down. I think that last effort pushing forward will be enough for a first down, and they will move the sticks. So Dooley and Gibbons getting a chance to play. Dooley, the freshman, and Gibbons, a sophomore, running behind another big offensive line. Not the starting offensive line, but still plenty of beef out there, and they're getting the job done. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Well, this time to look to throw. Braden Lynn will drop deep and throw it. Boom! Jackson Ellis trying to come back to the ball, and he got his hands on it and just couldn't get his way all the way through the defender. It was a little bit underthrown. Braden had to throw off that back foot, and he got the ball downfield. And good effort there by Jackson Ellis, but it goes incomplete on 1st down. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. So Mike Lynn letting his freshman quarterback get a throw off.
Second and 10.
Pitch to Gibbons. Oh, good pursuit that time. No chance at the corner. Running to the short side of the field, and Lunenburg gets upfield on that one. That play never had a chance to develop.
Pearson and Pino on the stop.
That'll go for about a 4-yard loss. 3rd and 14. So this offensive unit picked up some good first down, some good yardage at the end of the 3rd quarter, but they've stalled out a little bit here. Now they face a 3rd and long with the ball on the Lunenburg 37-yard line. Need to get down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line.
3rd down.
They'll let him throw. Straight drop back. It's a screen pass. It's complete. This is Dooley heading upfield. He's got some blockers. He's going to pick up the 1st down. Oh, a terrific conversion there by Dooley. And the guys out front on that screenplay got him upfield and let him make a play there. And Dooley hit the Jets, knew where the sticks were, and converts on a 3rd and 14. They advance the ball inside the 20-yard line. It is 1st and 10, so this offensive unit digs themselves out of that hole. Incomplete pass and a loss of yards on 3rd down, and they manage to convert on 3rd down. 1st and 10, the ball on the 17-yard line. Tigers taking their time now, letting the clock run a little bit in between plays.
I tell you what, that band makes me want to get up and boogie.
I think we got a delay game penalty here. Yep.
I would do that, but I would embarrass myself. Delay game penalty against the Tigers. No, I got to do this again next week, so hey, I'm not doing that.
A 5-yard penalty will bring up 1st and 15. Mike Lynn still going no huddle, even with the 2nd unit out here. Everybody gets reps in practice, so they should be ready. They've been flawless so far. This is the first penalty they've taken. He's thrown the ball a couple times here on this possession. Let's see what he does on 1st and long. Well, we'll go up the middle to Dooley again, and couldn't quite get his feet going on that one. He picks up about 3 or 4 yards.
Run up the middle by number 29.
2nd and 12, so a 3-yard gain. This time they'll throw. Austin Lynn throwing aside. He's got it. Josh Jackson Ellis in the end zone. And the big wide receiver, Joe. Great throw by Braden Lynn. He let it throw it up in the air and let it Jackson Ellis go make a play on the ball. Ellis more than capable of making that play. He's got a lot of inches on guys and a lot of athleticism. And he just went up there and made an easy 2-hand grab in traffic. Made it look easy. It wasn't easy, but he made it look easy. And the Tigers convert a touchdown here with the 2nd unit. Mike Lynn letting them play a little bit. Nice throw. He kind of lofted it right up there and gave Ellis plenty of room to go make a play. And the senior wideout goes up there and on a jump ball and comes down with it. They'll go for 2 here out of the spread look. They'll throw again. Slant pattern. The ball's knocked up in the air.
That's the point attempt to stop. We have the ball.
Jackson Ellis will make the tackle in the back of the end zone. He actually was going to try and run that about 108 yards for 2 points of his own, but he never got on track, and Ellis drops him in the back of the end zone. So the conversion is no good, but the Tigers lead 38-6 with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the ball game. We talked about at the top of the telecast that the Tigers really had everything they needed to do their goals that they set at the beginning of the year.
Hey, you know what?
They'd already
I dare
taken
you
care
guys
of
to
a
do
couple
that
of
to your
them in the
parents.
first 7 games of the year. They are 6-0 and done with their conference play. They are the conference champions, and the big win last week against Maynard gave them the stranglehold on the top seed in the playoffs, which start next week. Really, all they're waiting to see is what happens with other teams to determine who their opponent's going to be. It will be a home game. It'll be Friday night in Littleton. It'll be against either Maynard, Millbury, or possibly Uxbridge. Maynard, if they win and Millbury loses, will be the opponent in all likelihood. If Maynard loses and Millbury wins, Millbury will be the opponent. If they both win, I tried to crunch the numbers. I think it'll be Millbury. I think they'll squeeze in by like maybe a tenth or 2/10 of a point.
Everything is half price.
They have a little bit stronger strength of
$4.
schedule and get more bonus points. The teams that they've beaten won more games than the teams that Maynard has beaten.
And they have some
So
good
that'll all
stuff.
be decided
I have put
tonight
my,
and tomorrow. Oh, good kick there. Goes between his legs. Picked up on the 15-yard line. Oh, good pursuit by Boyle.
Adam Popowski with the carry.
Really, about a yard gain on that Boyle flying down the field.
I tell you what about the bake sale. I put my
Drops
money where
it
my
after
mouth
a
is,
1
and
yard
I've already
return.
devoured one big giant chocolate chip cookie.
Millbury needs to beat Auburn to have a shot at the playoffs. I would say they're slight underdogs in that game, but it's definitely something they could pull off. Uxbridge will play Southbridge tomorrow. If both Maynard and Millbury lose and Uxbridge wins, they'll be the opponent in all likelihood next Friday night. And I don't think both Maynard and Millbury will lose. Throw to the flat. And Mike Corey with a tackle after the catch. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Cam Mossy with the tackle. So the Tigers with a good lead, and Mike Lynn was able to get into his bench early here in the third quarter, in the second half, and it looks like he's going to get out of this game injury-free. It's good to see Kevin Fazoli back. He'd been hurt, and he had a great game. 2nd and 4, they'll throw on that. Missed tackle will be
reception by
allow the
number 44.
receiver to turn upfield and gain a first down here. So the clock runs inside of 7 minutes. So Mike Lynn's got to feel like he's going to be at full strength next week. He'll have all his guys healthy. Actually, the only guy that didn't play tonight that I'm not sure is going to be available next week will be Tucker DeCoste, linebacker, who's been playing very, very well. He's got kind of a nagging knee injury. He's been playing through some discomfort. And I think tonight they decided they didn't need him for this game. We'll see if he gets a chance to suit up next week in the playoff game. Blue Knights will keep throwing the ball. Short hop that time. Coverage by Leo Gibbons.
Pass just slightly incomplete.
Incomplete pass on first down. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mike Lynn talked to him this week. He said he would like to avoid Maynard. He felt like, even though it was a convincing win last week, he felt like Littleton had played the best game of the year, and Maynard really kind of underplayed to their capabilities. That's why the score was a little bit unbalanced. And he would prefer not to have to try to beat those guys 2 times in 3 weeks. He'll take his chances with Millbury if he can get them. Or Uxbridge. Lunenburg will take a timeout there. At this point, it looks like they will drop to 4-4 on the season, in all likelihood miss the playoffs. They will play a couple more games. They'll get scheduled against other non-playoff opponents. So they've had a 500 record. They've had some good wins, and they'll have a chance to try to get to a winning record as the season unfolds. Obviously a little disappointing. If they had upset Littleton, they definitely would have had a very good chance of squeaking into the playoffs. Oh, screen pass. Incomplete. Again, well read. Jason Benulo, number 12, and Danny McCarthy, number 32, recognizing that and just staying home on that. Remember against Quabbin, they let up a couple touchdowns on a screen pass, and Carlo Fronte, the defensive coordinator, took that opportunity to teach them the lessons they need to understand on that play. And twice now Lunenburg has not really been able to get that play off because the Tigers have recognized and defended it quite well. They'll go crisscross here to the inside. And they'll get a few yards out of that. Double handoff.
With the carry.
And that's number 52, Justin Wing, on the tackle.
4th.
Good pursuit by the defensive lineman. That play went to the inside of him, and he just turned and went upfield with him. Dragged that ball carry down from behind on a 3rd down play. That'll bring up 4th and 4. Looks like Lunenburg, nothing to lose here. They're going to go for it. The ball is still inside their territory on the 39-yard line. 5:30 to go here in the ball game. They will come out, and looks like they'll try to run a play here on 4th down. They've been throwing a lot here on this last possession. See what they do here on 4th down. They will look to throw a play action, pursue from the backside. Oh, nice sliding catch, terrific completion there.
Reception by Poplowski.
Nice catch by Adam Poplowski. On a 4th down conversion, will advance the ball to the Lunenburg 47-yard line. 1st and 10. With under 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Tigers on top, 38-6. They were a little slow. They had a couple turnovers in the first half. One that led directly to a Lunenburg touchdown. Another one that looks like they were going to either score a touchdown on the play or score on the next play, but a fumble at the goal line by Bradley Clark slowed down the scoring a little bit, but then they got to go in late in the first half and early in the third quarter. Oh, the completion downfield. He gets behind the defense. And a long completion, the longest play of the night from scrimmage for Lunenburg. Advances the ball down inside the Tiger 20-yard line to the 15-yard line. So that time it was a breakdown in coverage, and Lunenburg takes advantage of it, gets a receiver down behind the defense. Good throw by the quarterback, and a big completion down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 as we come up on 4 minutes to go. So Lunenburg converted on 4th down. One play before that, and then manages to hit 2 big pass plays in a row. And they get the ball down inside, deep inside Tiger territory. They were down here a little while ago, and the Tiger defense turned them back. Let's see what happens on 1st down here from the 15-yard line. Looking to throw again. Oh, broken up by Jackson Ellis. So Ellis with a touchdown catch a few minutes ago, and now he's on the defensive side of the ball. And again, with those long arms and good speed, he gets downfield on the route with the receiver, and then gets his long arm in there and knocks it away. It's actually a good thing because I think Kier Boyle had that receiver lined up for a big thump if he tried to catch it from his safety position. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10. So Lunenburg playing going a little more downfield than they have earlier in the game, and had some success here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down. They're going to continue to throw. Oh, he steps up in the pocket and slings it. Kind of on a one-footed throw there on the run.
Bringing up a 3rd down.
Good pressure there by Pat Reardon. He's slapping his helmet out of frustration. He knows he had a shot on. The quarterback stepped up against the pressure into the pocket, but didn't manage to make a completion. That'll bring up 3rd down. So again, Lunenburg advancing the ball into the red zone. They were turned away last time by this defensive unit. And these guys would love to turn them away again and complete the defensive shutout on the night. 3:22 to go in the ball game. Bring a guy in motion. Inside handoff, draw play, and that will be short of a 1st down, but a good gain there, about 6 or 7 yards. Nice play, a little draw there. That'll bring up another 4th down here. Last time, Pat Reardon with a quarterback sack on 4th down. Here we go. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. 38-6. The outcome has been determined. Still got a little excitement left for you as the Tigers try to turn away this second straight scoring threat by Lunenburg. Big 4th down. They turned them away on 4th down last time.
4th and 3.
You got to hustle the line of scrimmage. 4th and 3. Yeah, they're going to call a timeout. I honestly believe they had to delay a game already, and I think the refs were taking some leeway with the rule interpretations and decided not to call it, but it was getting a little bit too ridiculous. So the coach decided to call a timeout there. 4th down. Like I say, they got turned away last time on 4th down. They tried to run a pass play, and Reardon came blitzing off the weak side, the blind side, and dropped the quarterback for a loss. The Lunenburg coaching staff trying to make sure they get a better play call and better execution here on 4th down. They can pick up a 1st down and get 2 yards. If they get the ball down to the 5-yard line, it'll be a 1st down.
Alex, the answer to that is a great Lunenburg High School band. What is a great Lunenburg High School band? And hey, you know what? I see the littlest cheerleader waving her little pom-poms, doing her thing.
We had the Lunenburg marching band out here tonight. Always fun when you get a real good marching band. It creates it's a terrific fall night here. It's a terrific New England football experience here under the lights on Friday night. Lunenburg, terrific hosts. Coming out of the timeout, 4th and 2. They're going to throw for it. Oh, it's incomplete. He tried to break on the ball. It was tipped by Jackson. Ellis is making a bunch of plays here late in the game. He had a touchdown catch, then he broke up and passed downfield, and this time he was on a straight blitz. And a 6'5", 6'6" defensive back linebacker receiver, but just got those long arms up in the air, and the ball went skying into the air, and almost was resulted in a reception. It would have been close to a 1st down. Instead, it goes incomplete, and the Tiger defensive unit turns back the 2nd scoring threat in a row. Now the Tigers will bring their offensive unit out, the starters, but this is just to take the snaps they need to kill the clock. So the Tigers will advance to 8-0. What do we got? Got a penalty on Lunenburg. I think they had 12 guys on the field. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty, all moot now. So the Tigers will advance to 8-0, undefeated through the first 8 games. That ends the regular season for the Tigers. They will advance to the playoffs next week. They will be the #1 seed. They will get a home game. All that's left to be figured out is who the opponent is. And you can check the Worcester Telegram website, www.telegram.com/home team, and you can see they have a thing called the Football Power Rankings. And you click on that, scroll down. The Tigers are in, I think, Division 6. You'll see them at the top, and you want to look to see who the 4th team is. That'll be their opponent. And my guess is it'll either be Maynard, Millbury, or Uxbridge, with the more likely to be Maynard if Millbury loses. Likely to be Millbury if Millbury manages to beat Auburn tonight. And if both those teams lose, Uxbridge could come up from the outside and nip them at the wire. So the Tigers will need to take one more snap here.
Who's gonna win this game?
Like I said, Mark, Corey, and I, the skeleton crew tonight on Halloween, near Halloween, out here on a cold night, out here in the bleachers, just the 2 of us. Appreciate Mark making the effort, and LCTV providing all these telecasts. And the Tigers do not even need to run a play, and they will finish out 38-6
ladies and gentlemen, let's give
against the Lunenburg Blue Knights.
Tigers.
And they will go 8-0 through the regular season. And we will be back next week with a full crew at home on the alumni field, the first playoff game on the newly renovated alumni field. And the Tigers they'll be this 11th straight year in the playoffs, and they are primed for another deep run. So tune in next week for the first round of the playoffs on LCTV, and we'll see you then. Thank you, everyone.